Hi everyone, this is Will with Eluktronics. Today I am extremely pleased to present the Electro Pro Series laptop. This model is called the Pro 15 SE. It is the first of Eluktronics Inc.'s, and there will be many more to come in the near future. There will be models geared towards everyday users, entertainment users, and this model is intended for gamers, graphic designers, high-performance PC enthusiasts, and more. Weighing in at just under 6 pounds, this PC is ready to compete with all the other gaming PCs on the market and workstations as well. It is a 25mm height. It is an aluminum alloy finish. As you can see, it has a great brushed look to it with some beautiful lines going around. Moving over here to the Eluktronics logo, it's a black mirror finish. Depending on how you look at it, it will change colors. And now let's go to the ports itself. So we have two Mini DisplayPorts, a USB 3.0, and HDMI with HDCP support. This means you have a connectivity for 3 monitors right here. Moving over, we have the fan for the processor. This has an Intel Core i7-4720HQ running 2.6 GHz to 3.6 GHz in turbo. Moving on to the back, we have a USB 3.0 with an eSATA combo port. eSATA is something that used to be on PCs, and a lot of people still use it, but it's basically a way to save on money by not having certain ports, but we're glad to feature this extra port. You have your DC jack, which offers a 180-watt power supply. Moving over here, we have 2 fans running for the GPU itself. The 2 fans will dissipate the heat out the rear of the PC. It's an Nvidia GeForce 970M GTX graphics card, which is Nvidia's latest. It is running with 3 gigs of GDDR5 memory. It's ready to handle it all. On to this side, we have the RJ45 Gigabit LAN, for those of you who are going wired. We have 2 USB 3.0 ports, and one of which is always on for charging your phone or different peripherals. I'm going to skip this port here. It's something we'll discuss later. This is an SD card reader, and then lastly we have the audio out, microphone in, and SPDIF optical. You can connect an external 5.1 channel surround sound for watching movies or whatever you're going to do on the PC, but it will output some great quality sound. There's a 3D sound controller for the audio out as well. Moving over here, this is LED indications to let you know exactly what's going on with the PC. For instance, this particular light right here is going to tell you whether or not the GPU is running or if it's working in a hybrid mode. Hybrid mode is basically working with the Intel HD graphics to save on battery life if it doesn't feel the program needs the high intensive GPU. You do have options in your control panel with Nvidia to choose how you want the system to run. Moving on to the system itself. Normally you'd see that there are 2 hands to open the PC. All you need for this is a finger. Just go ahead and grab the little lid right there and lift up. It will stay stable. One of my favorite features about this, it's small, but it's the left and right click. You don't see this every day with computers anymore. Normally it's an all-in-one trackpad, and I honestly can't stand it. There's times where I try to right click and it ends up deciphering it as a left click and vice versa, and it's just something that's very irritating. Having this, for me, means that I don't have to connect an external mouse to do my work. There's a fingerprint reader in the center. This does have Sound Blaster X-Fi sound. There are 2 speakers on the left and the right, all of which sounds great. It's the speakers that are produced by Onkyo. Moving on to the system itself, we have a white backlit keyboard with WASD keys for gamers. It has an integrated numeric keypad. To power on this system so you don't make mistakes by accidentally pressing the power button on when you're walking or lugging it around, you hold the power button down for 2 to 3 seconds. So I'm just going to press it 1, 2, 3. As you can see, it does have the white backlit keyboard. You can adjust the brightness depending on how bright you need it at night. This is a 15.6-inch full HD display with anti-glare. There are models that we will have with 4K. And then we will also have a 17.3-inch variant. This model again is called the Pro 15 SE. So this has Windows 7 Professional. We do have models with Windows 8 as well. We basically only load the drivers itself that's necessary to run the system. You're not going to find bloatware on our machines. I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to show you the internals of this unit. Expandability wise, it's quite incredible what you can put in this. This can handle up to 4 SSD hard drives. All Electro Pro laptops will have a quad-core processor along with a dedicated graphics card and then other premium features. So I've already opened this unit up before. There are 14 screws to get into the body of the PC. The Pro 15 SE also includes CL9 RAM, which is another thing that you would usually get as a feature or an extra option. We're including it as a standard for this model. So you grab right here in the Gigabit Ethernet, just kind of lift up, panel removes. Hopefully you can see the model there. It's the Pro 15 SE. Alright, moving on. We have this for the body itself. Let's go ahead and just adjust this. We have a 60 watt-hour battery. There you can see the heatsink as well as the fan for the processor. Over on this side we have the heatsink and 2 fans for the GPU itself. Here is our Electro Pro RAM, which is the CL999 timing. It has an Intel 7265 AC dual band wireless network card. Now here's one of my favorite features about the internals of this machine. You have, like I mentioned, up to 4 hard drives availability. So right here is an NGFF M.2. Right here is NGFF M.2 connection. Our Tro M.2 2242 120 gig is in this unit right here. And then here we have the other 2 hard drive locations. So this is where you'll get both hard drives. And they have to be a 7mm in height. And I'm just going to open this here. So this will come out. As I mentioned, both 7mm. The SSD will be on the bottom, closer to the base of the PC, because it's not going to give off as much heat as a conventional hard drive would. This is running with an Electro Pro 250 gig SSD. This model offers up to 565 megs in read speeds and up to 515 megs in write speeds. On the other end, this is a 1 terabyte. I believe it's by HDST. It's the only 7mm 1 terabyte currently on the market. It's a 5400 RPM that's going to be used purely for data. So they're little cushions that essentially hold the drives in place. And then it goes from here. And then you do have, like I mentioned, your 2 M.2 connections. If you didn't want to go for this, you actually have the ability to use a PCIe. So for those of you who know PCIes, you can get up to, actually over a gig per second, which is, I can't even wait to see it coming with the new technologies that they're releasing right now. If you guys have any questions, we're always here to answer. We can custom build a PC exactly for your needs. All of our models, including our next unit, which is called the L15 WOW, that model will even come with standard features such as a full HD, and that's going to be dedicated for just general users, and we're excited to offer features which you pay extra for as a standard. Have a good day, guys.